Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. I got a lot done in the last 24 hours. You may have seen, there is a finale video for September's Scrap Yarn Challenge. Now I'm going to move on to do the other half of the Mystery Yarn Challenge for September for those who sent and received yarn. So I've got that crossed off my list. Whew. I finished one more thing towards my October goals. My own Mystery Yarn Challenge. This is an owl from the Crochet Cute Forest Friends book by Sarah Zimmerman, also known as Repeat Crafter Me. This is using 3 out of 4 of the colors from my Mystery Yarn Challenge yarn. The next step is to make a little nest for the owl and some little owl chicks to go in the nest with her or him. I don't know whether that's the mom or the rather frazzled dad. It does look sort of frazzled. But at this point, the gray yarn that I used for the, no, not the gray yarn. The yarn that I used for the feet and the nose is being used to make version 2.0 of my October Monster. And it's a good thing I ran a test on it because I found a major mistake that I have to correct before I send it off to the testers. Tester? I usually only send it to one person. She knows who she is. She'll be expecting an email. Okay. What else did I do? I've been doing some organizing, getting ready for Saturday's show. Because of the different layout, I'm trying to figure some stuff out. Like at my last show, I had my little wire cubes with me. So I had one section of wire cubes that I dedicated to Christmas ornaments. I had Christmas ornaments hanging from the top of the wire tube. Well, I wasn't planning on taking my wire crates to this show because I have all those little cubby holes behind the table. So I was talking over with my husband. I thought, well, I could take a couple of them with the little connectors and stand them up at the back of the table and just hang stuff so the ornaments won't be hanging down. They would just be hanging flat, like against a wall, like on a pegboard. I could do that. Or my husband suggested maybe if I got those big black clips that you can use to hold like 100 sheets of paper together, take those and clip them onto the shelves and clip the wire rack so it sticks out from the shelf, and then I can hang stuff off the edge. That's a possibility if I can find the wire clips. Because I said, I could use like a C-clamp. I was very proud of myself coming up with the name for a tool. To get a C-clamp, and you put the C-clamp on. My husband says, I don't have any C-clamps. Then that's what he mentioned, the black binder clips, I think you call them. So I have to search the closet with school supplies. Our youngest is 26. She has not been in school for 4 years now. She was not home in school for 8 years now. But we still have a school supplies closet. Yeah. We have enough lined paper to get through a year or two of school. Okay, I had to check that closet for those clips. Another thing I did, I got an email from Desert Blossom Crafts with a new pattern called the Moonbeam Basket. And I was looking at it thinking, ooh, ooh. When I'm setting up with my wire crates, if there's one end of the crate that's exposed on the side of the table, I could put clips on that and hang the basket. And I could have a little sign that comes off the front that says, like, candy corn, $4, and have the candy corns in here. And if somebody says, oh, I love that basket, you want to buy the basket? You can buy the basket. You know, $12 for the basket. I could use the vertical space of the sides of my wire cubes to display more stuff. So I have to weigh. Oh, I have a scale here. I can weigh it. Oh, I used 2 strands of worsted weight yarn for this. Yarn that Lori sent me in my prize package for one of her challenges. And this takes 3 ounces. 3 ounces of worsted weight yarn. So I could take any of my nice big scrap balls or partial skeins that have 3 ounces of yarn in them and make different colors of these and use them as display items on my craft table. Okay, well, I need to make an announcement about the Mystery Yarn Challenge. I was trying to figure out, when should I do an announcement to get it going for November? Can I even do November? And the fact that I am going to be out of town the first couple days of November, I'll open up my calendar to November. Yeah, I'll be traveling on November 1st, doing a show on November 2nd, traveling again on November 3rd. And I was not planning on taking my laptop down to my daughter's house. I'm going down to enjoy time, to do a craft show, but to enjoy time with my daughter and my granddaughters and my son-in-law. I'm not going to take my laptop and be sitting there working for hours on end. So I wouldn't be able to even get started on things until like the 5th of November. And then by the time people mail out their stuff, it's going to be, mid. And so I really think I need to sit out on the Mystery Yarn Challenge for November and December. This is just getting into such a busy time of year for people. I am going to try to come up with a challenge for those who didn't want to send yarn. I've got an idea. I just have to get the details together on it. But come January, I will resume sometime the last week of December. I'll make sure I get a call out to say, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. If you want to do January, sign up now. But just November looks like it is going to be mass mayhem. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shows in November and family Thanksgiving. One of those shows is a 2-day show. And my editor at the Puzzle Proofing magazine, I sent him an email and said, this week, November is going to be crazy, especially this week, because the week that I have 3 days in a row of craft shows, I also have to work 2 days to fill in for my replacement. So I was saying, I don't, could you not send me something that I'll have to be working on that week? Well, he sent me a set of puzzles that I just got a couple days ago. And it's not due until December 2nd. So I've got a long time to work on it. But I still need to do like one puzzle per day so that I don't fall behind. So I'm still going to need to work on it through those days when I'm going to be crazy busy. Maybe I can build up a little extra, get a little bit ahead before then. But I'm going to have to take it with me down to my daughter's house, and after the kids are in bed, do a page or so. And I don't know. I guess I could have been more specific and said, take me off until after Thanksgiving. But I didn't say that. And now I have that extra work to do. So, if you are done with your projects, I know I'm not, for the Mystery Yarn Challenge, where you send and receive yarn, remember to get me the picture of your before yarn and your finished projects. If you've done bingo, send me a picture of the 5 projects that constitute your bingo. I got bingo in 2 different lines now. Yay! I don't know if I still have all the items that I made because I took some of them to craft shows. I may have sold some of them already. I need to start getting pictures. Right after I make something, get a picture. Make it, get a picture. Disorganized. Bad. So get your pictures in. I really doubt that I'm going to get any work done on the October finale video before I go out of town for this craft show, but just a little nudge that I'm going to be needing that. I think the deadline is going to be October. The deadline will probably be like November 10th or November 15th, because there was someone who did not get her yarn until pretty late in October. So I'm sorry, I'm doing this unscripted and I'm tired, and there's probably a lot of gaps. So when Lori listens to it at 1.5 speed, I'll sound pretty normal. I could really mess with her by talking really fast for a little while and see how that sounds when she runs me at 1.5 speed. It's fun to get a little mischief in here and there. Hi, Lori. Okay, so I showed you what I finished. I made my announcement about November. I let you know there's a video to watch about September. Now that was just for the scrap yarn challenge. I decided to split it up into 2 different videos just so that it wouldn't be really long. As it turned out, the way that I was trying to do it, the video was too big for me to do it on my phone. So I had to actually do some of the editing on the laptop on YouTube. So I learned a new skill today. Yay me. Okay. According to my list, which I can't find because I am supremely disorganized, I have 5 works in progress. I have sorry, I'm reaching for a pen. Not getting it very well. I have a purple micro octo that I started on Saturday after the craft show. I got down to the tentacles part and thought, oh, I need to embroider the face before I go any further. And it has been sitting next to my chair from Saturday night till Tuesday evening, and I haven't done a thing on it. So let's see if I get that done today. My October Monster on version 2.0, I'm probably up to around here. I got some of it done, and then I came back here to work on the laptop, and for some reason, I just grabbed all my papers, and I brought the pattern back here. So when I went to work on it up on my chair again, it's like, I can't work on this. I don't have the pattern. You know how sometimes it's like you're in your chair, and you're like, oh, do I get up and go get that? No, I'll do something else. And the sloth planter from the kit, I haven't touched that in days. I need to get back to that. And a dragon custom order. So I did scratch a lot off this list. I do need to reprint it. But there's one more thing. If I type up my pattern, the top half of this page was my pattern for the loaf cat ornament. I need to type that up and make another one just to make sure that's okay. So that's it. I'm catching up. I made good progress on my to-do list. I even did laundry today. Laundry room, so clean. All the laundry baskets are empty. Now there's a pile a mile high on the couch that needs to be put away, but we have clean clothes again. Trying to think of an outro. What do I say to end this video? I need to remember to add trick-or-treat candy to my shopping list. We have a new neighbor who moved in 2 houses down with a young kid. So there's a possibility we might have trick-or-treaters this year. Sometimes, I think the most we've ever gotten in our 38 years here, the most we've ever gotten was 12 trick-or-treaters. Usually 3 kids next door. Well, now there might be 4 or 5 or 6. So I need to get some trick-or-treat candy. Need to add that to my shopping list. Add candy to list. We have a daughter named Candace. Now she goes by Candace. She doesn't like when people call her, well, some people can get away with calling her Candy. The nieces can get away with calling her Aunt Candy. But she's a doctor. She's worked hard. She wants to be called Candace. But I'll probably look at that later and say, what list was I adding her to? Bye-bye. Where's the button to push?